Hey, what's good, everybody? Happy Wednesday. We are just one day away from Wine and Wealth for our clients. That's going to be at 7:30 tomorrow. You'll get the link out tomorrow. If you haven't already saved the email that has the link, that will, any one of those, just any email that you get, click on the link. You'll come right into the meeting. We're going to go over Nest Egg, the budgeting portion, and show you a specific how to kind of get that organized so that I can help you if you want as well. And we're going to do a lot of these Wine and Wealth series, so don't worry if you can't make it. We will record it. We will send out that invite or the recording to you. So no big deal there. But we're going to do a lot of them because I want to cover, what I want to do is have shorter classes, but cover really detailed topics. So tomorrow is really detailed in the budgeting section, but we'll just get right to it. We'll move on. We'll have a glass of wine and we'll be out the door. So that's Wine and Wealth. Hey, those of you that are not clients, next Thursday, March 29th at 7, and then we're going to repeat it at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We have the class where I'm going to show you what a difference a dollar makes. Okay, so if you want to know what difference just one single dollar can make in your investments, I'm going to show you that. Really cool. I'll have you going to sleep saying one number in your head, and you'll never forget it. Anytime, no matter where you're at, every time you spend a dollar, you're going to think of this number in your head. Really cool. Clients of Jazz Wealth, you are making contributions. Thank you for letting me know to mark them for 2017. I just want to remind everybody again, if you are making contributions to your IRA, Roth IRA, whatever IRA, and you want them to go for 2017, select that on the deposit screen. Otherwise, if you forget or you want to go back and count some of those older deposits for 2017, just let me know. Send me an email. If you would, put your account number on there. It helps me find it faster, and I will personally make sure it gets marked for 2017. Also on Instagram, doing a lot of great stuff on Instagram. I'm kind of addicted to this thing now, so I hope you don't think I'm posting too much, but lots of different topics to cover there as well. Okay. So here we go. Today, the big news, really, like we said yesterday, the markets would be quiet leading up to the big Federal Reserve announcement today, where they were widely expected to raise rates. Almost 95% of market participants expected interest rates to go up. Anytime the Fed knows that we're all expecting it, they're going to give it to you. There has never been a point where there was a 95% chance of that people expected rates to go higher and they didn't do anything. The Fed's really good at this, by the way. And tonight on the podcast, we're actually going to go over what the hell does all this mean? What does it mean when the Fed raises rates? How does that affect you? What does that have anything to do with your investments, your checking account, anything? So we're going to cover that. And it's actually, believe it or not, it's actually kind of a funny story. And most people have no idea how it works. So we won't take too much time covering that on the podcast tonight. The Doe Show. Just go look up The Doe Show on iTunes or Spreaker. Also, we're going to do Sad But True, but I won't keep you guys now. You know what Sad But True is. Anyways, so interest rates higher by 0.25% today. The Fed decided to raise that overnight rate. We expected it. It all happened. The markets, the stock market, and I'm going to go over to that here. Where's my button? There's my button. So the stock market here wiggled around so much in the last few minutes or the last couple hours of the day here. If we look at a chart, so normally what I show you on the screen, every blip that you see represents one day. Now we're zooming in and we're saying every blip represents 2 minutes. So this is 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and so on. And you can go back to the beginning of the day. The beginning of the day was all the way over here. So for the beginning of the day, the market was very quiet, not a lot of movement, little rally there, and then all this excitement here. This is exactly when the Federal Reserve announced their rate decision. The market shot up higher, shot down lower, shot up again, all the way back down, tried to recover, sold off all the way again. So you can see it was an incredibly whippy day. Now here's what's interesting about it. If we draw a line, this is where the market started. Well, roughly, right? So just the line's not perfect. I don't know why it's not working. So the market started right about here. So we were below a little bit, then above. We shot up higher. All was looking good. Then the announcement came out. We were way up on the day. Then all of a sudden it slammed back down, then back to positive, then back to negative. So you could see how sort of exciting the last portion of the day was. And that's all because of the Federal Reserve. So that is what happened here in the S&P. Now, not bad. The Dow actually closed lower on the day by only 44. Here's a picture of the Dow. So you can see each day, we're back to the daily charts now, so every blip represents one day. The Dow was lower by 44. The S&P only lost 5. We were just below that line we just showed you there. And the NASDAQ was down 19 on the day. So the real excitement here, when we're talking about your retirement investments, the real excitement was energy and commodities. I'm going to go over to energy here. There you go. Look at the blip today. And these are candlesticks. I just like to say blip because it makes it easy for people to understand. So this is today. All in one day, almost a 3% gain in the energy markets, and that's largely because of the price of oil. The price of oil, we've been talking about it breaking out of this range. We talked about the compression here, highlighted by these two red lines, and said how traders will make decisions once it goes above or below. If it would have went below, you would have seen the exact same move to the downside. So now we broke above these lines, and everyone's excited about oil. Everyone that plays uses charts to invest or do whatever they do, saw the exact same thing, and they've been piling in. Well, because of that strong price in the strong movement in the price of oil, you have any energy investments that you have in your retirement portfolio doing well today. Over to the commodity space, this is gold and silver and copper and things like that. A lot of today's move, almost 2% to the upside here, really strong move, and you can see if we do the same thing. We never really talked about this one. If we do the same thing, I don't know why my line doesn't work today. There we go. If we do something similar, you could see it's the same picture. Look at that. It's the same sort of compression on the upside, the compression on the downside. As soon as you break above that, people get excited. It's technical traders love that stuff. But anyways, this is your commodities positions in your retirement accounts, and this is largely due to the price of gold. Now, gold shot up today by over 1.5%, sort of a bigger move for gold. So very good, right? Those are some standout sectors for you. If we go over to emerging markets, that also had a good day. And believe it or not, even though interest rates went higher today, your short-term, long-term bonds, not too bad. They actually recovered most of everything by the end of the day, so not too bad there. Interest rate sensitive products, your utilities, your real estate investment trusts, they did take a little hit today, so about 1/3% down on those real estate investment trusts, but not too bad. So all in all, not bad there. Pretty good day as far as our investments are concerned. Even small cap had a decent day, but it wasn't one of those home run days. So we got the Federal Reserve out of our way. They've announced the rate. They've announced their decisions going forward. Looks like everything's going to stay the same. That's all anybody really wanted. And so we're looking good there. If you're still around, let's talk about some stocks in the news here. General Mills was the worst performer in the S&P today. It was down almost 10%. It was down 10% at one point. Closed the day down 9%. They announced earnings. Everything was good except for the fact that the company said they increased costs are going to affect their future growth. Nobody likes to hear that. That's not a good thing. So investors pushed it down here. Now the stock is down since the beginning of the year. Here's the beginning of the year right here, if you could see on the screen. This is the beginning of the year. Stock is down 25%. So not a good year for General Mills. I don't really eat cereal anymore, so I can't help you there. Nordstrom's. We've been talking about Nordstrom's a little bit. The Nordstrom family has made an offer to take the company private. The board of directors said, nope, no deal. So they went back and they offered another price. Board of directors said, no deal, that's not fair. And so what basically they announced today was that we've stopped talking. We're not talking anymore about going private. The company will stay public. Here's the big thing about this one. Remember Nordstrom right back here. We did this on our video, I guess it would have been on March 1st. Nordstrom's decided that they were no longer going to report the difference in sales between their brick and mortar stores and online. They were going to lump the two together. Huge negative there. So the question is, are they going to keep that? Now that they're not going private, are they going to keep that metric? And if so, they're going to get punished for that. Truly, truly punished. So let's go over to the last one for the day, Southwest Airlines. So airline stocks were down on the day. Price of oil shot up quite dramatically, but also you guys up in the north, where you at? Anybody watching me here from New Jersey, Philadelphia, anywhere in there? Apparently you're getting hit by some pretty bad storms. So American Airlines, Delta Airlines, What about Spirit? Spirit Airlines down on the day. Love, or Southwest Airlines, was the one that caught all of the media's attention because they actually announced that competitive, fair environments continue to pressure our revenue yields. So they came out and said, we're not making any money because the price of tickets are too low, and we're not too happy about it. We think that's going to happen going forward. While that may be good for you if you're buying a ticket to go somewhere on Southwest, not good for them. So today, just horrible timing for them to announce that and then have the price of oil go up. So investors go, wait a minute, if you're already having problems and the price of oil is skyrocketing today, isn't that going to make your problems worse? And so that's kind of the underlying story there, if you will, of why the stock is lower by 5% on the day. Hey, tomorrow, remember, Wine and Wealth, if you're one of our clients, look for the email. Just click the link and it'll pop you right into the room. Next Thursday, up at the top of this screen right there. If you want to go to a free class, it's next Thursday at 7 or 9, whatever works better for you. I hope you'll check it out. Other than that, we'll wrap it up here. I think that's enough talking about stuff. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching live, and if you're watching this later, that's cool too. Thank you for watching. We will talk to you soon.